But once again, there's still a lot of work to be done. We talk about it all the time. He knows that. I tell him all the time. And the good part about it is he worked towards that. So he wants to be that guy. And, he's doing a great job. And I don't know, there's a lot of guys out there. I mean, I could throw names out. I've heard people compare him to Julius Peppers and all these other different guys. I mean, he's got the ability to be a great player.
When you talk about stuff to work on, are you looking more, whether it's sort of physical, mental, emotional?
All of it.
What kind of things are you talking to him about?
Every bit of it, because I think the game is you have to play the game physically, and at the same time you have to play it mentally. Sometimes in certain situations you have to outthink your player or your opponent, and obviously he has the physical ability to do it now, and he has the mental capacity to do it too. And so when he put it all together and he plays hard and he runs to the football all the time, I think he's a great player.
And do you think that before now he's relied mostly on his physical gifts?
No, I'm not saying that. I don't think that's been the case. This is just my approach on the way I coach guys. I like for him to know the mental part of the game, and I like for him to know more than just what he's supposed to do. Know what guys around you are doing at the same time, and that makes you a better player, because that gives you the freedom to know, or the ability to know, hey, when I can take chances, when I can't take chances. And so that's been a big deal this fall and from the spring, is just trying to teach the entire scheme around over just learning your responsibility.
Can you talk about the talent you've got around him up front and how much that helps?
Well, it does help, and that'll be a big test for us early this year. Obviously we know people will look at him, and people can say that they're not going to do anything special to block him. I mean, if that's the case, then hey, we'll take that chance, But I think for us all said and done, people are going to change some game plans, do some things a little different, and that's the one thing I've been talking about with all the other guys is we have to capitalize when we put in some situations to make plays. And when we start making plays across the board, then now it makes it hard. It makes it hard for everybody. And now they have to pick and choose when they'll do this, when they'll do that, who am I going to do it to, and when in certain situations, So that's a big challenge for us early. Chad Sutton, Kelsey Quarles, JT Surratt, Gerald Dixon Jr., those guys got to show up. Phillip Dukes, they got to show up early.
You probably have a pretty good working knowledge of the North Carolina offensive line. How big of a challenge is that going to be for you guys the first game of the year?
Yeah, it'll be a big challenge, but I know, those guys, they lost 3 really good players to the draft last year, with Jonathan Cooper. He was, I think, the 6th pick overall. Great athlete, great kid. And they have some younger guys coming behind them, not as much game experience as Cooper has. And, they also have James Hurst, the big tackle that's coming back, does a great job, phenomenal kid, great player. It will be a big challenge, and I think right now those guys we're going to have to work our behind off. We're going to have to play hard up front, because I know Coach Fedora and those guys and that staff, they're going to have them ready to play, and they're going to come here playing hard.
You mentioned Quarles. With all the attention focused on Jadavian, could Kelsey be the kind of guy that's kind of an under-the-radar guy that comes through and just has a spectacular year for you guys?
Well, I hope he does. That's the goal. He knows, once again, just like Chad Sutton, he knows that he'll have the opportunities early to make plays just because of the way people will do things with around Jadavian. But and he's accepted that challenge. He's working harder now than I've seen him work. He came in camp in shape and ready to go, and he's really busting his butt, and he wants to be good. So I think we'll be fine.